believe it or not, like I'll show you, like all 9 out of the 10 on that list are in the NFL right now.
Oh shit!
And the only one that isn't is sitting right here. Right here, you guys.
Yeah.
So, sometimes they'll even see us like just playing catch.
Bro, I was like, yo, these men, I'm telling you, their practices look so fun. I can't lie. I wanted to.
So your guys'
I want to
training
be a
isn't that
specialist.
long, huh? Like as far as like practicing
practice?
for kicking?
And see, that's where everybody talks about. Must be nice to be a special teams guy,
Must be
but
nice, but when you miss,
hey, yeah, you on them. They
high
on them.
risk, high reward.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's the way I look at it. Like it's rewarding.
Yeah.
When you make your kicks.
Say what you said. Back at it again, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Got my man Luis in the building. How you feeling? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
Man,
It's Thursday. It's almost the weekend.
Hey, that's what's up. That's
Glad to
what's
have you
up,
on
man.
here, bro.
Yeah, for real.
You guys.
Yeah, of course, man. We appreciate you taking the time to come in today. Just kind of wanted to get a little more insight on, how your journey's been, man. You USFL, you just recently finished your USFL season. It's a new league. I mean, how was it?
It was a great experience. Got a little taste of what it's like to be a professional, and just meeting all the guys, all different backgrounds, ex-NFL experience, CFL, like just gain to learn from them and the way they prepare. It's been a cool experience.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So we kind of want to just break down a little bit like how you got there. We kind of want to get a little we kind of want to get a little deep, like hopefully,
No. Let's do
ahead.
how he started, because I don't know you. He knows you, so. And then people watching, they might not know you. So like, give us a background by yourself, how you started picking up football and all that stuff. Just how you got started.
It's actually pretty simple. So like senior year of high school, the head football coach needed a kicker. My head soccer coach is best friends with their head football coach, so they made a mutual agreement that he'll send all his best guys to kick for the team. I happened to be one of the guys he recommended, so I went in there. I was like, yeah, I'm down to kick. I got nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, you didn't start till senior year of high school.
You didn't start playing.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So
Dude,
soccer,
really?
soccer was like your
Soccer,
was your thing.
baseball. Yeah.
Oh, baseball too.
Oh, you
huh?
play baseball?
Yeah.
What position?
Pretty much all of them, but my main positions were third base, pitcher, and shortstop.
Oh snap! They
Growing
put
up, I
they
was
put
a
the good
catcher.
people in the middle.
Growing up, I was a catcher.
Oh, okay.
Dude, that ain't easy. That's what's up. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So which one was your first sport? Was it baseball or soccer?
It's actually, I'd say baseball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, baseball's my first sport.
That's what's up. Was that like your first love? You thought you was gonna do that
Yeah.
for the rest of your?
I wanted to be a D-back my whole life.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, so originally you from
Nogales.
Nogales,
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nogales, Arizona. Shout out Nogales.
Yep.
And that's kind of like where you like what high school did you go to?
So there's only one high school in Nogales High School.
Mhm.
And our competitive high school is Rio Rico, which is literally miles down the road. So
Okay.
yeah.
So you kind of like desert in the middle of nowhere type of deal, a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many students were at the school? Very little or what?
That's a good question. I think I could tell you my graduating class was almost 400 or 500. So,
Oh, that's a lot.
yeah, so it's
Dang.
not many.
Yeah.
And I think it's getting less every year, but
For real?
yeah.
Oh, dang.
What was your graduating class?
It was more than that. It was like 1,000 or something like that.
Your graduating class was 1,000
Oh,
people.
graduate. Oh, my bad. I thought you meant the entire school. My bad. Oh, no. I don't know.
He
I
said
don't
his
know.
graduating class
Oh, my bad.
was
No.
just 500.
I thought you meant the entire school. My bad.
No.
I was like, whoa, 500? I was like, that's a little bit.
Nah, that was a lot for a graduating class.
Oh, no, yeah,
we
that
had
is.
like 400.
Really? So that's,
And we were in Cali in a
pretty
suburban area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Nah, that's pretty dope. I mean, was it something like you just automatically fell in love with, like kicking,
yeah.
or yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I had to get a blessing from my mom because she's like, I don't want you to get hurt, blah, 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 all that
Oh.
stuff. But, I mean, I had fun with it. And then I was like, I've always wanted to go to ASU growing up.
Yeah.
My family, we're big Sun Devil fans. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I could even walk on to ASU and just kick. And,
Just
see what's up.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, I kind of want to pursue college soccer, because I mean that during that time I was like a good soccer player, and I was playing club soccer and all that stuff. But one thing led to another. My head coach started helping me with the recruiting process for football, and then I ended up getting an official visit. With Sowers was the one that got me that visit. So
really, your senior year, did you get like all conference? Did you?
Yeah, I got.
You were going crazy.
I'll stay all conference.
What That's what's up.
For soccer, for football and all that stuff. So.
Okay. NAU doesn't have a men's soccer team, so that kind of.
I would have been all over that.
You would have been both.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah. Like Khalil was doing track and football.
Dude, double sport athletes, they something else. Like to be going from one sport to the other, and I think at the time soccer would have been in the same season as NAU, because I think anytime when we were in season, when we had camp and stuff, we would always like go watch the girls' soccer games and stuff, like go support the team. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it probably worked out.
When I think the way we do it in Arizona, it was football first, was the first fall sport.
Yeah.
And then soccer was like the winter sport, but it was starting like in December, or it was starting in November.
Okay.
So once football ended, 2 weeks later, I was already trying out for soccer, like doing soccer stuff.
Yeah. Wait, they only had a girls' soccer?
At NAU? Yeah.
Not a men's? Why?
Title IX.
Nah. Was it Title IX? Well, technically.
Because I mean, if there was actually no, that's the opposite.
I was about to say.
It's the opposite. So like, if that's why we don't have any men's golf, because.
Oh, okay.
No, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh snap! I thought it was just because we were like a small D1.
And then all the scholarships we have for football, there needs to be the same amount of scholarships for women too.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
And they have golf because it's got to be the same amount of scholars.
Yeah. Yeah. So kind of like, what made you your decision was NAU your only official visit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had multiple NAIA and D2s, but like D1, I had walk-on offers to ASU and U of A because I went to all their camps and like you're good enough to walk on, but nothing like, hey, like we really want you, we'll give you like partial or anything like that. But NAU was the only one that straight off the bat was like full ride. Full ride, and I had to accept. Like, I was like, I got to stay at home in AZ, close but far away from home. I was still.
Wait, how far is Nogales from here?
Nogales, border town. So it's basically, I was born and raised in the bottom of AZ.
Oh.
So southern AZ. Went to school in Flagstaff, which is pretty much way north.
How what's the distance?
5 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, that's far. You passed Tucson, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they passed. They deep.
Dang,
we're like
deep.
We're like 45 to an hour from Tucson.
Oh,
wow.
Southern AZ, like southern.
Yeah, I was like, you thinking about it, there's a big gap between Tucson and Phoenix.
Yeah.
Wow. I was like, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, it's like small town out there or something.
Yeah, small border town.
Okay. So I mean, going from small town to small town wasn't a big.
No, it was awesome. No culture shock. I mean, the environment was cool, different because pine trees. You go from pretty much the desert, a lot of mountains, to pine trees, cool weather, all 4 seasons.
How'd you like that weather change?
I loved it.
Did?
It was cool. Elevation was fun. The 70 degrees for 5 months out of the year was fun. So.
That's dope.
Dude, super fun. Yeah. You do literally whatever. Summers out there, they not hot. Like you get into it's crazy. You go from if you stand in the sun too long, you feel the heat, but you stand in some shade, it's the best thing ever.
I was like, you're at 7,000+ feet, so I feel like.
And the wind.
You're closer to it.
Yeah, and the wind is blowing. Everything. It's nice up there. It's nice in Flagstaff, man.
Is it like Cali weather, kind of? No.
No, Cali's a little bit hotter.
The breaths you take in Flagstaff are so pure.
Feels like fresh, huh?
Oh,
Stupid fresh or what? So I ain't even been up there, but the way you guys describe it.
Dude, I've tried to get him to go up there.
He has.
I've tried to get him to go up there. Dude, I've tried to get him to go up there. I tried to do the snowboarding thing. He busy. He's a busy man. I'm like, dang.
Nah, I do want to go up there though. I've been up to this is a weird name. It's up north though. I don't know the name.
Snowball?
No. I'm pretty sure he knows. Damn, what's the name?
Sedona?
I can't. Oh, Sedona.
Yeah.
Oh.
But there's another name. There's another name too. That's I don't know how to pronounce, but Sedona area.
Okay.
Is that similar to Flagstaff? I don't know.
It's like It's like a little.
Prescott. There you go.
Oh.
Prescott. Prescott. Yeah. That's what they say. Prescott. I was like, is that Prescott?
I don't know. Prescott.
Yeah, that's. I was correct. They're like, it's Prescott. I was like, oh, all right, my bad, Prescott.
I didn't know. Nothing. Like, I'm sorry if you live there, but like the only positive thing about Prescott is the in and out there.
Oh. You know what's crazy? I actually traveled there to go. Like, I went from Flagstaff to go get some in and out. Like, I was like, let's just do it. Let's just go do it. Why
and
not?
they have an indoor football league, so props to them.
Oh snap!
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Arizona. I don't know.
Like arena?
I know they have an indoor league though.
Arena or indoor league?
Oh, I thought they were like basically the same thing. There's two different leagues, arena and indoor.
No, because I thought so. My understanding is like indoor football just most of the time it's like us, like we're in a dome. I don't know if they count that as indoor. I could be wrong. Could sound really dumb right now.
I think there's IFL, indoor football.
Yeah.
And then the AFL too.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I mean, there's a lot of leagues now. A lot of opportunity out there to for guys to do their thing. But that's pretty dope, man. I mean, coming from there, like coming from a small and kind of maybe could you take us through like a little bit more like deeper like your freshman year, your sophomore year? Because I ain't gonna lie, when I got there, yeah, I do. I was like, so when I got there wasn't really a whole lot around you. Like it wasn't like, man, Luis is that guy. Until I think after Griff left. I was like, and once he left or whatever was going on, like once that happened, it was more, your time to shine, your turn to get into it. But you gotta kind of go a little deeper into that.
Yeah. So like freshman year, I actually got recruited at punt and just like do field goals and kickoffs, like backup, just on the side, like hey, like just be ready for that, just be a backup. So I was a punter going in. I was a punter for the first 2 years. Redshirted the first year, got to travel to all the games. That was pretty fun. Got to experience like, all right, this is how it's going to be in the playing in the road. I got to see like how it feels, the atmosphere, the game speed. And then I redshirted. And then the first year I get to play, I made my debut at U of A. I thought I had a good game. Like I punted the ball real well. I was holding, but man, like I got like my first punt was returned for a touchdown of my college career, which is so crazy because my first punt in high school was returned for a touchdown too.
Really?
Yeah. So when I got to USFL, I was like, please, my first punt, don't let it be to the house,
Yeah.
So
was it close?
No.
Okay. I'm about to say.
No, it was.
Like imagine they got stopped at the 1 yard line.
That would have been like the cherry on top, but so like I had a good first game, but that happened, and then that one field goal snap that went all the way to the middle, it was on the ground, and I could have trapped it, so I always like to take accountability for anything, I never like to blame like the snapper, the holder, or anything like that, but so those were the two mishaps in that game, and then my special teams coach at the time, Hyman. I'm sure you remember Hyman.
Hyman was he the energetic dude?
Yeah, the real energetic.
Hey, he was dope.
He brought the energy. Like
I think after him, we never had a return for a touchdown after that. Like the years I was there.
Because we had Elijah Marks, right?
Yeah, so we had Goofy,
he was the last one to do it.
Yeah. I was like, and he's still to this day.
Yeah, to this day, I think. Yeah, because we've been close.
Yeah.
Like we've had some great returners, and we've been close to like housing it.
Yeah.
But they'd get
Cause shout out Coleman. Coleman right now is killing it in that special team stuff.
That guy, bro.
Yeah, he's killing that there. Yeah. I don't really know Jason. I know Coleman. I know Jason. Shout out Jason and Coleman.
They're both.
They're like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been keeping up with the games a little bit. So I see like Coleman. He's doing a lot of punt returning.
Yeah.
Which I was like, yo, he's just killing it. Yeah. And then BP was close once too.
And I think that like for returning, we always struggle with like having a dude like a catch and just not let the ball bounce and take 40 yards.
That's not easy. Yeah.
So like finding those dudes who could just get in front of the ball, fair catch it. That's all we need.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like honestly, that's all we need.
Yeah.
And we found those dudes.
Yeah.
We found those dudes, and then they make plays.
Yeah.
So that's a huge plus.
It's a big plus. But sorry, go ahead, continue.
So those were the two mishaps at the U of A game, and I remember going in before the next game. I think it was Western Illinois.
Okay.
Right? And
Because I think your freshman year, that was your freshman year?
that was my redshirt freshman year. So it was my second year.
Second, okay.
Basically my first year starting.
Okay, yeah. Was it Western Illinois? Yeah, Western Illinois was.
They were a tough team.
Dude, they came in. I kid you not. I didn't get this part. We did a play all week, right? All week, like I was on the scout team when I got there.
Yeah.
So we were running plays all week, like that same play that they started the game with, and they took it to the house.
Yes, bro.
Bro, I was like,
I remember that.
I was like, bro, how?
Yeah, I remember.
Like, how does that happen? They weren't that much better than the guys that we had. Like,
Oh yeah.
That
I mean, they were bigger.
yeah,
But they weren't faster, more skilled.
At all.
They're just bigger.
at all. Yeah, but so in those moments, that you have, like the big moments being at U of A, ASU, like when you said was that your freshman year or no, your redshirt freshman year? When did you first play? Like your very first game was.
My very first game was U of A, and it was my second year, which was my redshirt freshman year.
Okay, so kind of explain that feeling of finally, you know what I'm saying?
It felt
Like,
weird because I've only been kicking for 1 year. I mean, yeah, and then I had 2 years of experience, but I've only really been kicking in the game for 1 year, which is a senior year of high school. So like, I didn't
It's
really
tough.
know what it felt like to be in like an actual big stadium, game speed, live snap. I had it in practice a lot, but in my mind, there's redos, and this is like psychologically, like whatever happens here, it's just practice, right? So you go into a game, and you're like, holy cow, like every single rep is, it influences the game. So it didn't hit me until after that game, and then it kind of went away, and then it hit me again when I had that great season kicking in 2019, where I was like, all right, like I'm done like playing around. I know what it feels like. I know what I gotta do. I know that, like how I gotta perform. Like I like everything, all the puzzles, just pieced together. So
let me ask something, because I don't know if you know where this is going, but let me ask you something. What did it take? What switch did it take for that to happen? You don't gotta give it the time, but like just kind of like a very vague explanation. Like what it take?
I mean, I'm not going into details.
So, because he knows something that.
What? Bro, I just no, you don't gotta go into detail. What I'm saying is, what it take? What it take?
I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I was like the first 3 years, I had like, okay, the first year I had drive. I wanted to like find my role in that team. I wanted to like ball out. I had all these goals and stuff, but like, some of the teammates I had, the guys I was competing with, coach, I've had 6 special teams coordinators. It just made it super hard to, have stability and like find a role there and like be the starter, be the guy, So, what was I gonna get to? So, the way I like managed the whole thing, throughout after my redshirt freshman year, I got benched. Was kind of like I got complacent. I was like, I don't need to do this anymore. Like, I'm just gonna transfer. I started getting like that, right? And then one thing led to another. I was also in a relationship at the time. I think that's what we wanted to get into. But
No. I didn't want to get into it. No. Let me rephrase. Hold on. I didn't want to get into it. Some people need to hear it.
Yeah.
Some people need to hear what it was that took that.
Like I just had
that switch.
it's kind of like I got just too comfortable. Right?
Oh, okay.
I was on a scholarship. Like I was trying my hardest to be the guy. I had all these coaches tell me something different. New coach. You're special teams wise. We're not talking about anything else. But and every single one of them telling me something different. And then like all of a sudden, I just got comfortable. So I didn't really care much for trying to be the guy, but I was still doing everything the right way. I was still going to lift. So I was still trying to my best. I was still doing it, but there was not that next level, like next gear, like this is my year.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't want to say like when that relationship ended, something triggered it, but I knew going into that year I was kind of tired of everything, of being average, of you know, I was like insecure. I was, you know, I was just not myself, and I felt it. And so that year, before my relationship ended, I was just like, I was ready to like take it to the next level. Everything was lining up perfectly. Price came in. He was by far like an amazing special teams coach. He came in. He was like, "You're our guy," and Coach Ball came in. He's like, "You're our guy," and you know, everything was lining up perfectly for me to just run away with it, kicking, you know. And I took advantage of it, you know, like
That's good. That's
my life
good.
just started lining up. Got the coaches, got the right guys. I had Justin Snapping, DJ Holding, like those are my best friends. Like everything just started lining up. So it's like that summer, something just triggered it. Where I was like, this is my year, and I'm gonna run away with it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being average. I'm tired of just being that guy that is just collecting a check, a stipend. You know, I wanted to make something for myself. So that 2019 year, I was like, I'm gonna be that guy.
Yeah, cause let me shoot. When I got there, it was like you said, like a lot. And this is just being truthful. Like there was talks just in a thing like, oh man, Griffith's great. You know, Louis, he just doing whatever. You know, he doesn't take it as serious. That's what I heard.
It was hard listening to all that.
Yeah,
Like
you heard it too.
Like I was in the background, like every time, like, oh, like nice kick, Griff, like that, and I was trying to be a great teammate. So I mean, I was supporting him. He was my roommate for 2 years. I was supporting him.
Yeah.
There was no.
That's
hate.
great. That's
There
great
was-
that you're
there
like
was no
that.
Hate. There was no jealousy. I was like,
Keep going.
I
yeah.
knew my role, right, and
Yeah.
just to be the best second string guy, I guess, right? So,
Yeah.
And put some pressure on him so he could, you know, because we push each other. Like he's making all his kicks, I want to make all my kicks.
Yeah.
He feels that pressure. It makes him better, you know. So like
Yeah.
that
He was a
like,
good kicker too.
He was a great kicker.
Yeah.
And he, who knows where he could have been now.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that because
Yeah, I got you.
We had a falling apart at the end, but we made amends, and you know we
Cool. Yeah.
we've talked here and there, and he's a great guy. But man, that whole experience, like I could go on forever about it. Like
We got
like-
time, man. Go ahead.
Like we push each other, and I mean we didn't agree on everything,
Right.
but he was a great dude, and I just tried my best, you know, every time I had the opportunity, because every special teams coach before Price never really gave me one, and when I did, it'd only be like once a week
Yeah.
at most.
Yeah.
So I just tried to make the most of that one opportunity because I didn't get many.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, shoot, that's all it takes, really. That one, that's all you need. Like right now, you said, you trying to get your foot in the door. All it takes is that one person being like, all right, we're gonna give you a chance, you know.
yeah.
Like, and that's all you really need. But that's awesome.
Like
I mean,
I didn't know I was gonna be here in this position.
Yeah.
Now, like I was ready to like just transfer to ASU, maybe walk on there. I'd rather be a second string at ASU than at NAU, because I've always wanted to be a Sun Devil. Right?
Yeah.
My whole family.
you were talking to that, and
Yeah.
I kid you not, it was the funniest thing too, because
I think I told you that too, like a long time ago.
So it was the funniest thing. So kind of like, because we talked and because we had like similar situations as far as like, and we just, I don't know, it just clicked. It was cool. We talked, and the craziest thing was when I talked to him about like, hey man, you good? Like, how's your mental? Like, what are you doing? He like, nah, I'm ready to get up out of here. Like, he was ready to leave NAU.
I was.
Like, and I was thinking like, oh man, he's gonna be a Sun Devil. You were telling me like, oh man, I'm gonna just walk on, be a Sun Devil. I'm gonna walk on. I'm gonna do this, this, and this. Like, you were telling me all this, and I never forget. There was 4 guys that I talked to that were all about to leave. I'm like, oh dang, ain't you about to? They about to like find out like they ain't got nothing. I'm not gonna name names, but there was a couple dudes on there that I was just like, all right, go ahead, like do your thing, and then they all come back. And I was like, wait, what happened? He was like, oh nah, coach said I'm good or something. Like I was like, oh man, I'm about to rock a Sun Devil shirt with you. What's going on? But you know, it worked out for the best because
that process was hard.
yeah.
Because I was getting
2020, it was 2020, right?
I was getting declared for the draft.
Oh yeah,
That's when my
COVID year.
draft stock was like high. Like I was like top 8 guy, top 10 specialist coming out. And believe it or not, like I'll show you, like all 9 out of the 10 on that list are in the NFL right now.
Oh shit!
And the only one that isn't is sitting right here.
Yeah.
So,
Dang.
and most notably, Evan McPherson, who was on that list with me.
Sounds so
he's a
familiar.
kicker for the Bengals.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
dude, he's got some swag to him.
Oh, he's gonna be there for a long.
Yeah, yeah, dude. They got some swag to him, like, especially when like how much they praise him for like those game-winning field goals that they
a
had.
Great career. Like he had a great season.
Dude, awesome season.
Great season.
He took him to. I mean, I don't want to say took him, but
I mean, he
Joe
didn't
Burrow.
miss.
Yeah,
He didn't miss in the playoffs.
yeah, which is
And
clutch.
he had I think he had at least 3 game winners during the season.
Dude, and he walked around with some swag.
Yeah,
like
he's
they were talking like
confident.
yes.
The
And so
confident.
I kind of want to get to that too. Like, what did it take? Like, when didn't you get a big award for kicking in college?
Yep.
Like, how much did that help your confidence going into like the following seasons? Like, were you like, oh man, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, what did that feel like, and kind of take us through that feeling? Because you went, like I said, you went from
Yeah, now I went from not being the guy to, football.
The guy
for
and
me,
then more.
I'm just gonna, be the best team I can to
Yeah.
not screw that. I don't want to be average anymore.
Yeah.
To all right,
So kind of explain, like, how did that feel? Like, when you got it, when you heard about it.
I try to I hate talking about myself like that.
This is a podcast about it. You know
I'm a guy. No, I know where he's coming
But
from. Yeah.
when it comes to any accomplishments, right?
You don't think?
Personal accomplishments.
Nah, I'm talking about we on the podcast. We talking about Luis. This is Luis's interview. We try to talk about this man. I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. Look, I like messing with. I said you're looking at me crazy.
So it felt really cool. It was a humbling experience. I was didn't really hit me till after I came back from Chicago. After that whole trip, it was such a surreal experience. I got to have my whole family with me, wine and dine, hotel, shuttle service, had my trophy in the Chicago Sports Museum. It was so cool. Gave a little 5-minute speech at the Hollis Hall, which is the headquarters for the Bears. That was super cool. That was probably my first time speaking to a group of editors and coaches.
That was 2019, 2018.
2019.
Okay.
It was 2020 spring. So basically
yes,
right at the beginning, it was 2 weeks. So this was in February. When was that whole COVID stuff?
March.
So
March
it was
or April.
Weeks before.
Wait,
Yeah.
so Chicago is the team you were playing professionally with?
No,
In
so
Chicago?
So go ahead, tell them. Yeah.
So the award that I won, which was the Fred Mitchell Award, that whole award ceremony and stuff took place in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you know how the Lou Groza Award for FBS Kicker of the Year, that's all held at a certain city.
Yeah.
Right?
And with that, you would have probably been drafted that year, or
Yeah. Kicker, 1 or 2 kickers.
okay.
Yeah.
But you would have signed or something, right? Or like you said, top 10
no,
go.
I was optimistic. I definitely had it. My draft stock was high. I probably would have, hopefully gotten drafted somewhere between the 5th and 7th round, or just a priority undrafted free agent. That was a goal.
Yeah.
But I knew the risk going into it because kickers, it's a cutthroat industry. So
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
no, because in the league, they need people to make the field goal. That's your only job.
But
You know, sorry, I didn't mean to put it down like that. I didn't mean to say it like that. I didn't mean to say it like that. Nah, I didn't mean to say it like that.
This
But
is my little rant, and this is no offense to anybody.
Go ahead.
This is my little rant. Yes, it's our only job, right? All we do is kick. But all wide receivers do is catch the ball, and when they have 4 drops in a game, no one's coming after throats, right? And they get opportunities after opportunities after opportunities after opportunities, right?
Oh, it's very very
It's more-
strict
it's more
on
cutthroat.
kickers.
Yeah.
Because a lot of receivers don't get many targets, right? So when they do get some targets, you got to make the play. You got and just at least catch the ball, right?
Yeah.
When you got all these drops, no one comes after throws. Not the same as kickers, at least.
No. I ain't gonna lie, it's yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Well, cause you're a kicker, so you understand. But I just like as a.
Cause you played both.
What?
You were a wide receiver.
Yeah.
And then weren't you playing defense at one point?
Nah.
Or you were always a receiver.
I was always a receiver. When I got to NAU throughout my college years, high school, I started focusing on just one side. I played defense as a sophomore.
I'm sure they tried to convert you at one point, right?
Where at NAU?
NAU.
Nah, it wasn't like that. They were trying to get me on the field. Man, you saw that journey. You saw that. That was, NAU's very, it's just political. My last year, I was dealing with a lot of off the field issues. It was just stuff I wasn't in control of my last year. But like the years before that, it was all political. I was ready. My years before that, dude, I was ready to go. I was like, man, I can do it. Like, I was showing the coach as much as I could, like, yo, y'all not playing me, man. I'm going to just dog the defense the whole time, like, whatever. I was like, and, it's on them. Like, I could go days talking about that. I mean, I talk to you all the time about it. But.
Wait, so I don't know football a lot. So, like, as far as a punter or a kicker, like, how is the process of being, like, a punter or kicker? Like, how is the training is what I'm trying to ask. Like, I don't know football,
this
so.
Is one thing that all the specialists, at least at NEU and myself, could like hang our head on. Was like we always trained with all the skilled players. Like we did all the same conditioning, all the same lifting, so no one can say like, oh, like kickers.
Don't do anything.
You guys haven't done anything. You guys don't do the same workouts. So you guys don't do the same conditioning. No, we were out there with you guys. Like, you saw that, like, and
they were running. Okay, they were out there with us. They had their own workouts though that they do. So they
aside
would
from
So they would do. So we would do the conditioning and strength and conditioning. They would do with us.
Right.
So that part, like, yes. As far as practice goes, they
yeah. I'm not talking about practice. I'm just talking about like the strength and conditioning part, like the summer stuff where like, everyone dreads.
Everybody.
But I mean,
they were with us doing the hills. They were with us doing all that stuff.
We were doing all that stuff. Right?
Yeah,
like,
they was with us.
Yeah. But obviously, like practice stuff. That's where
that's where everybody goes.
Like I wish I was a kicker, like all that stuff.
Bro, because
every time they look into the sideline, we're just like,
they're just watching us practice.
There's only so much stuff we could do, bro.
I'm like,
right, so like
so think about this. We're drenched in sweat. I'm talking about we drenched in sweat. We just ran 9 go routes, whatever it was, and then we look over. This man Luis like, hey, come on, Tommie, you got it. Like, get out my face with that. You over there on the sideline, bro. But they had, because once they were done with, you can only kick so much in a day.
I'm about to say,
turn my leg up.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because you can only kick for so long, right?
You can only kick so much. You can only.
So sometimes they'll even see us like just playing catch.
Bro, I was like, yo, these men, I'm telling you, their practices look so fun. I can't lie. I wanted to.
So your guys'
I want to
training
be a
isn't that
specialist.
long, huh? Like as far as like practicing
practice?
for kicking? Nah.
But this is the thing, though. This is where like this is where people don't understand. Like, but when we have a field goal session, right? You gotta make your kicks. When you have a punting session, you gotta put the ball by the sideline. You gotta hit a turnover ball. Like you gotta perform.
Right.
So yeah, like we have our time and to not mess around, but like just relax and just watch practice.
Right.
We're not fucking around. We gotta be dialed in at the same time because Coach Ball, when you'd be like field goal like out of nowhere, and I'm all set. I was playing catch, and all of a sudden I gotta go hit a field goal, a 40-yarder, and he'll put pressure because he wants to make a game like right.
Right.
So I gotta dial it in, like
and see that,
lower my heart rate and just go.
And see when we did it in when Sowers was there, it was different. Like Sowers would always do it at the end.
Yeah,
always at the end.
So we always knew like it was gonna be at the end.
Yeah, so it was great for him. Yeah, that too. I was like, so sometimes they'll do like special teams will do walkthroughs and stuff. They'll have walkthroughs because the linemen they got to get set and they got to figure out other things. The snap, they got to get the snap and the hold right.
And let's be real, who wants to do special teams after a long practice at the end? You're like, we still got special teams, So it was kind of nice to get it out at the beginning. We did all our kicking, but then all the specialists were done for the rest of the practice.
Right.
Sometimes, depending on the week, we'll go out and do a little bit more like drill work and stuff, and then come back and then we still have more time to do it.
Did you guys have to participate in the tackling drills?
Sometimes they put us in.
Yeah, because
I led the nation in touchbacks. So there was no like on kickoff.
Okay. I'm about to say you had a couple times though where you had to go make a tackle. Yeah, I'm about to say.
Hey, for real?
Yeah, this man had to go down and make, like when he kicked the ball. I'm telling you, it was crazy. Like I was on the special teams, and half the time, like I said, it was like, all right, run down, fill the lane. But when they get the return, it's like, oh shit, he led the nation in touchbacks. But the one time he doesn't want to do the touchback thing, we get a big return. He gotta go make the tackle. Yeah. I was like, that was versus Eastern Washington. I remember it the most. Like you kicked it, and we were all jogging. We were like, oh, Louis got this.
yeah.
We were all jogging, and the one time he gets it back, we have to. Oh shit, we speed.
He bounces it out.
And we speed up. And we were like, whoa. I was like, I try to cut him off, or not cut him off. I try to just force him inside because someone was already blocking me. And he's like, you got to do this. I'm like, you make that sound so easy. Like, it was, I don't know, 4-on-3 or whatever. Like, it was crazy.
That's all it matters.
Dude, that was a fun time, though. Like, those are fun. Like, special team stuff. Like,
it was pretty fun.
Yeah. Like, that year was different, especially, like, I don't know. It was fun, like, just in general. Like, I think I had more fun at a different time, but that year was like the second most fun time I've ever had playing football.
So another question. Just because everybody has like a routine when they do stuff, what was your type of routine to like calm yourself down whenever you're going to go kick and stuff?
A lot of breathing.
A lot of focusing on breathing.
Something that Sauer's taught me. It was just about the breathing technique.
You took that?
That's what really helped you.
Huge for me.
Hey.
I mean, it makes sense. Like lack of oxygen to the brain.
Right.
And then if you're not breathing as much, you're not going to think clear. Your heart rate's just going, and you're not calm.
So that was pretty much the only thing you were doing, just focusing on your breathing.
The main thing for me is breathing.
Okay.
If I'm breathing slowly, deep breaths,
Did you follow it from that guy that he brought in? Was it that?
Oh yeah. I like to take stuff from everyone.
Yeah.
And like stuff like that.
Help.
Yeah.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. That last year, Sowers was there.
It was.
No one was taking that serious.
Yeah.
They were like, all right, so because it was.
Well, because it's hard for you guys because you guys are in a game. Like in a game, you're not gonna be like.
No. I didn't mean that part. I meant the fact like no one was taking him seriously.
Oh yeah.
Because so at the end of it, it just looked like, and I don't know if whatever is true is true, whatever's not is not, but it just looked like he gave up. Right, our coach. It looked like, all right, I'm gonna bring in this guy to come speak to you guys because I'm getting tired of it. Like that's what it felt like.
You're talking about the one that came in a lot.
Yeah, every day he was there every day. He had what's it called? He was at practices. He was at things, and he came in and spoke and talked about breathing and how to control that. And
that was the main thing I took from him.
Yeah, and to guys like that, it helped. But to other guys, we just look at it as like, all right, here we go. Like Sowers would come in and give a little speech, maybe talk a little bit, but then I'm gonna have my friend come down and speak. Like he couldn't say those. Like it's just that's how a lot of people took it. Like I'm not saying that's what happened, but that's how a lot of people took it. Like it was me and just a couple of people I talked to. It was like, man, I can't take this dude serious no more. He's already out. He was out the door. He had one foot out the door already, kind of. I mean, he in the last 2 years that he was there, the first year I got there and the second year I was there. The second year I was there, his foot was like, all right, is he coming back? Is he not? Is he coming back? Is not?
We had gotten rid of him and then we kept him again for the year.
Dude, he a good talker, man. I tried to go up there and plead my case on some things and he flipped it on me. And I was like, I walked out of there, I was like, dang, I didn't get a chance to talk. I was like, that is not what I went in there for. That man a good talker. But yeah, I see it and stuff like that. Like guys, especially when you have a coach that brings in somebody that speaks on like, what helps. I was like, he took that from him. That says a lot about your mentality. I was like, and how you started taking that stuff serious and your performance. I mean, man, it took off after that. Yeah.
Because I mean, like all kickers always have thoughts, right? About I can't miss, I can't, but when those thoughts creep in, heart rate starts racing, and you start, kind of freaking out. You forget to breathe.
Yeah.
So I just remind myself to breathe. Sometimes I just, kind of just touch, like my fingers and stuff, and keep myself present. But it's not that serious. Like I'm acting like it's such a big thing. Like, I just breathe, relax, keep that heart rate low, and I know I'm getting a lot of oxygen to the brain. So when I'm going in there, I'm taking my steps. It's like, all right, I've done this millions of times. That's why like nowadays, like the way I train and the way I go through a practice week, like in the USFL, I wasn't kicking a lot because I was just limiting my reps, more quality based, more like to, keep my leg from not falling off.
Yeah.
Because I was doing all three. All right, I'm getting 6 live reps. My warm up is about 10 kicks total, and that was like my practice day. So.
And see, that's where everybody talks about. Must be nice to be a special teams guy,
Must be nice, but when you miss,
hey, yeah, you on them. They on them.
I reward.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the way I look at it. Like, it's rewarding.
Yeah.
When you make your kicks.
I have a question. Is it true? Because I think I heard this, but I don't know if it's true. Kickers, do they get paid more than like the actual players on the team, or no?
You heard that? Where'd you?
Yeah, I don't know who I heard it from, but
I mean, they're
some?
because they have an important job. Like that's when they need you.
I could for sure tell you, like, the top 8 kickers in the NFL are getting paid. Like,
Good, right?
Good.
That's what I'm saying.
But those are guys that have been there like what 5+?
Some of them.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Because McPherson's a
like
first year.
most recent, like Young Wei Koo from the Falcons. He's
it's pretty dope.
He just got a nice contract. Like a really
I'm about to say
nice
because
contract.
when it comes down to like a very good game, they rely on that dude.
Yeah.
So I assume that.
But yes and no. 'Cause sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Like, so with some guys, you're like, dang, how is this man not getting this much money? You have to prove. You have to prove a lot.
But like
first.
Justin Tucker.
Yeah.
He's getting paid.
Oh, but Justin
probably
Tucker's cold.
more than 25 players.
Doesn't he holds the record right now for the
they
longest
brought up
field
Justin
goal?
Tucker, and I was like, oh shit, like I didn't know.
Dude, he's nice. He's nice. I like Justin Tucker. He was a Baltimore. He's on Baltimore.
Yeah.
He's killing it.
The way he kicks, no one could ever kick like that. It's a Justin Tucker signature kick. Like the way he kicks.
Yeah.
No one could replicate it because that's just that's his style.
Yeah.
And he's so good at it, and he's so consistent at it that it's worked all these years.
Who have you been looking up to, like, as far as that, like,
Honestly,
not really model, but like, oh man, like he kicks like this dude kicks like this. I want to try to like do something like this. Robbie who?
Robbie Gold from the 49ers. He played for the Bears.
Okay.
He's a vet.
Yeah.
But the way he carries himself, like, so confident, so smooth, like so relaxed, like nonchalant, kind of like an asshole a little bit. Like, I don't know if you saw, there was a video of him warming up, and the Cowboys cheerleaders had to go around him because he was not moving.
That's him. Okay.
So,
okay.
You know that type of swagger, like,
yeah.
Like he's just like, no, like I'm warming up, like this is my area right here, like just like that swagger he brings, and then he's just so confident. He's got a good leg, not a strong leg, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think I have the strongest leg, but I do think I have a really consistent leg.
Yeah.
You know? And that gets you paid. You know. Like,
you got a strong leg. You got a strong leg.
I think I got a strong leg, but I don't got the strongest leg. I've seen dudes with strong legs, but can they make their kicks? That's the main thing. You could hit 80-yard field goals, 70, like you could bomb it 20 yards past the end zone and kickoffs, but like, can you make your kicks?
What's your dominant leg?
Right. Yeah. And that's just my rant is like, can you make your kicks in the game? Like that. I don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
Because there's kickers out there that are so uncoordinated, but they make their kicks.
Yeah.
Weak legs, but they make their kicks. So you can't really say anything about them because they make their kicks.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've been noticing or watching, but like a guy like Destroying, you seen that? He's trying to get. I don't know if he's serious.
I think he is in the door, right?
Start back down a little bit. Not back down, but he stopped pursuing it so hard. Because I know for the past 3 years he was pursuing it hard. Like he was like, I want a shot like in the NFL.
Yeah.
And he has a strong leg. He's pretty consistent from what I've seen. I don't know about his career at
He didn't have
what
a
was
long
it?
time.
What was it?
U-
UCF? UCF?
Yeah, Central Florida, I think.
Yeah. I don't know how he did there, but like he's got a strong leg.
I'm not haven't seen any video or anything.
Yeah, he can boot it.
Would you have done that? I mean, I don't know. Actually, that's a hard decision.
Done what?
Like, I don't know, because you go from
Like the route he took?
the route he took to get, because, or would you have done it first? Like, would you have, all right, kind of kick your ears? I mean, everybody's journey is different. So his story obviously worked out for himself.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out.
He's
Killing it in the YouTube game right now. And he's doing a lot for kids in the.
He got, like I'm not using this as like this is why, but he did get a lot of publicity for turning down a scholarship to pursue his YouTube.
Yeah.
Creativity or whatever.
Yeah.
But like.
Now he has like ownership to a football team too now.
Yeah.
Partial ownership.
Was it the fan choice football league or football team?
Oh, yeah.
So he owns like part of the team.
Yeah.
He's also a FaZe Clan member.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's doing good.
That recently just happened too, huh?
Yeah, he just joined it.
I'll ask you that later.
All right.
I had another question. So talking about like like talking about in-game kicking, what kind of or which game were you the most like? Did it get you the most nervous to kick? Like what like you know what I'm saying? Like what got you there where you were like, oh dang, this is really it? Like if I don't make this, you know what I'm saying? Like what game? Did you have one of those? Did you experience that at all in your college career?
I didn't experience a game where I was like, oh, I gotta make this, or like where like an eye opening where like I didn't have anything like that. I did have some games where I was like super, like I just knew the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I knew the situation, like the game winner in homecoming.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I didn't know if that made you nervous or not.
I wasn't. Well, it's funny because that was the only field goal of the game.
Yeah.
So like, I didn't kick a field goal that whole game.
Against?
What's that?
Who's that against?
Portland State.
Oh yeah, that is right.
And like, we were down by 1 point. Yeah, we were down by 1 point, and there was like 40 seconds left. In Case does what he does best all the time. Like you could vouch for me. Like our 2 minute offense or 1 minute, whatever you call it.
He's slinging that rock down the field, man.
If we had less than a minute to go before halftime or a game, we would get down the field for a field goal. How many times have we practiced game-winning field goals?
A lot.
Offense.
Yeah, a lot.
Every practice, like honestly, every practice.
You know, it's crazy. If we treated 2 minute offense like in a regular game,
what I'm
we would
saying.
be like, "Yo."
It would be like, it'd basically be a no-huddle offense, right?
That's
And
the idea of
and
it.
It works.
Yeah.
But going into that game-winning field goal, like, I honestly, like, I kind of didn't really have time to think because everything was happening so fast and Case was moving the ball so fast that the whole time I'm warming up, right? But I did hear ball. I felt a lot of my teammates coming behind me were like, hey, Louis, like we need this. And I'm in my head, I'm like, no shit, like, I fucking know I need to make this kick. No one wants to make this kick more than me. So I'm you telling me in my ear, we need this field goal. No, I'm not. You know what? I don't want to make the field goal. Like, it's so stupid. So like, all these guys, all my teammates coming, and I'm not talking shit about it. I'm just like in my head, like, obviously, I need to make the field goal. But ball was running down the sideline, and he's like, get the fuck away from Louis. Get away. Like, he's telling like all my teammates to get away from me. To just let me just warm up, because the way I like to treat it is just another kick. Like I treat everything like just another kick, but also like the last kick of my life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like that balance of like, like, oh, this is another game-winning field goal. It could be a PAT. It's a game-winning field goal for me because it could be the last kick, right?
Yeah.
But I'm also not like going crazy. We're like, I need to make this. You know, like it's that good balance.
Yeah.
You take it serious, but you've done it like so many times in practice. So yeah, I loved that ball out of my back there, and it was like telling everyone, because I wasn't telling my teammates, like, I was like, I got you, bro, you know, I was like, I got you guys. I wasn't like, get the fuck away from me, you know. Ball did it for me, and I was like, I remember that to this day, because he knew how I like to warm up. He knew I don't like to be talked to. When if you were on the sideline, I didn't talk to anyone on the sideline. I was always like on my corner by the net, just
when you have downtime though. When you had downtime, you talk. I think I remember having a couple conversations with you.
Barely. Oh, because
well, no, that was
yeah,
practice.
we were up like three touchdowns.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Well,
if we were up big, yeah.
I was sitting down. I would sit down, and then when we were on offense, go in my corner, be by myself, and just look at the plays happen and all that stuff. But yeah, they called field goal, went in. I can tell you right now, my mind went blank. once ball was like field goal, and then Price, yelling field goal, looking to his back, my mind went blank. I didn't know Price had like slapped my ass before going in, and he's like, we'll celebrate tonight after you make it. I didn't know he said that.
What?
But everyone else heard that. Everyone else heard Price, the special teams coach, telling me, hey, we'll celebrate tonight after you make it.
Yeah.
And slap my ass. And I go in there, and then I drain it. And he's like the first one just running towards me, but there was still 3 seconds on the clock, or 4 seconds, or whatever. So I drained it. I remember like celebrating back, and then everyone's like, get back on the sideline. And then no one knows it. Well, not a lot of people notice, but that last play where Carson sacked the quarterback, that was a fumble.
Hey, what?
That was a fumble.
Oh, really?
That was a fumble. And all it took was one of those Portland State players to just pick it up and run with it, and they would have won. But that was
I do remember that. Because everybody was like, everybody was jumping on the field, everybody was excited, and they're like, the play's not over.
The only reason we won is because that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, I do remember that.
We were watching film that year after. We're going over that game-winning field goal during fall camp. When we have those great those like meetings where like it's something about life or something about,
Mm-hmm.
We're going over that play, and I think the theme was like to never play till the last whistle, and playing smart football. And they showed that play, and it was a fumble.
Yeah, we don't, and this is not to knock on NAU, but we don't get a lot of smart guys. Like, cap. We get smart guys, but we don't get like guys that like see or like, I don't know. They're in the moment. Like in the moment, we're celebrating. Yeah, we were celebrating.
They're in the moment.
I was like, but you notice
it was homecoming, right?
Yeah.
And like I think we just have a lot of emotional players. Right?
Yeah.
I would say that but
in that moment, it's like,
but it's just adrenaline.
Yeah.
And then to play football, you got to be jacked up. You got to be wired up to play football. Like, let's be real. Like those guys, like on the trenches, you gotta have a different mindset, right? So like, you're just not thinking. You're just thinking about tackling someone, and
beating them, and all that stuff. Man, that's crazy. So, kind of speaking on like your journey, what you took, could you explain like off the field, like how did you handle some of the things that you were dealing with on the field? Did you take it home with you? Did you do a lot of what's called meditating? What helped you kind of get through your day to day, life and things like that?
So like a lot of people think kickers are like really mental, and personally I like to think for myself, I'm try to be the opposite. So like after practice, I had to give myself like, all right, 1 hour to like look at my misses or whatever it is, and that's it, and then I'm done thinking about that.
Yeah.
So then I play a lot of video games during college. So I'd play Apex, Fortnite, whatever.
Yeah.
Go out to eat. I love food, so I'd always be eating or whatever. Recovering, I'd always be in the ice tub, hot tub. Golf, big golf guy.
Dude,
Especially now, like I'm a big golf guy. So
dude, he has a great swing, bro. I don't know. This man works on that shit.
I worked on it, bro.
Bro, he works on it, bro.
But like, yeah, like I'll go. Like right now, when I'm not training and kicking, I'm just golfing.
Nice.
I mean, as a kicker too, it kind of helps. I mean, like
a lot of similarities.
visual, yeah. Like you said, treated like you told me that you guys treated like a golf club almost.
Well,
was that you or you told me that?
Probably.
Yeah, like
they go hand on hand. So
yeah.
Slicing it, pulling it. It's the same with the kick. You pull it, slice it.
Yeah.
You gotta think about the next swing. You gotta think about the next kick. Like,
Yeah.
There's so many like similarities mentally and physically. You use the same muscles, your hips, glutes, your lower body.
You spend a lot of time in the weight room now, or not really?
I was a big weight room guy. Like the past 2 years, big weight room guy. And then it wasn't until this past 6 months where I realized I need to be more worrying about my swing
Mhm.
and literally like know my kicking swing inside out and like just the technique and the contact of the ball more than the weight room.
Yeah.
I've shifted it. So now, because I used to be more about like, oh, I gotta be strong, I gotta be this and that, and then the kicking will
come. Yeah.
No, I've learned that the hard way, and it's been working.
Okay.
Like I found some shit out like the past few months, being in the USFL and stuff, where like I'm like 80% kicking technique, being, like looking at my swing, being so comfortable and so like confident with the way my body works and my swing works, that the 20% is I'm lifting is mostly just maintenance, keeping some strength, and not not kicking with a fatigued leg ever again.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what's up.
Yeah. Ever since I shifted that focus, which was back to 2019 when I was doing that.
Yeah.
Which is what I was trying to do, is go back to what I did that first year, and it's working.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So like,
No, you
I'm
keep
doing that, and you gotta do what works.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, kind of explains a lot what you doing. That'd probably help somebody out like later on. Yeah, man. So kind of just talking about like what are your plans going? Like, what's your focus now? What's your goals as far as this upcoming season? I know you got another year with the USFL.
Yeah. So the second year, in the, I guess we all have like a. Don't quote me on this, but like it's a 2-year contract in the USFL. I think the second year is optional, but it's a 2-year. And the only league you could go to is the NFL, and you gotta have a contract offer. So, this whole time from now, like today, till I'd say the USFL season, I'll be like pursuing NFL opportunities. So I'll just be training, lifting, kicking. Might have to get like a little part-time job somewhere just to keep myself afloat and give myself something to do. But there's only so much training you can do a week before you burn yourself out mentally and physically. So yeah, I'll be doing a lot of that.
Eat lots of good food.
Eat lots of good food, but I'm gonna try to cook a little bit more.
No, it definitely. Yeah. I figured that out the hard way. I was like, saves money.
Yeah, being in Birmingham, and it was. I definitely gained some weight, and not the good way, some bad way.
What was you eating mainly? Like, what was their thing? Like, did they have something out there?
I would order like a salad, and it'd come with the fried chicken on it. I didn't know it said chicken.
Yeah.
But it didn't say fried chicken, so like it'd come with the fried chicken on it.
Yeah.
I would order Brussels sprouts, came fried. I'd order like
everything's fried.
Everything's fried. And like Chipotle, where we were living, was 10 miles away. 10 miles away. You have to go through a freeway. So I would DoorDash Chipotle like 5 bowls just to have something stable and healthy. So I was excited to come back here, and I live close to a lot of restaurants stuff, so Chipotle's next door. So
that's what's right here?
Yeah, it's literally right here.
Okay.
Red Lobster, Olive Garden, like those are all my favorite places. So like we got a lot of stuff here, but I'm gonna start cooking more. Okay. Get my body right. I want to feel a little lighter, a little more explosive. So
yeah. Do you have someone that like train you in that or help you in that?
Yeah, so actually I have like 2. I have one here local. Okay. Alex Zendejas, he kicked at U of A. Okay. And then my other strength coach, he's in San Diego, Cody Smith, works with a lot of pro golfers and professional kickers. Okay. So.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah. So you got a lot of off-season plans. We look forward to seeing you in the USFL, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, or in the NFL. Yeah, we look forward to.
God willing.
God willing, you in the NFL. If not, we're gonna enjoy another season in the USFL. But
Widely,
yeah,
which was did really good this year.
Yeah, so, you got a lot of publicity, and you guys.
Publicity, and it was a success, according to Fox Sports. Yeah. But they just announced season 2. Obviously, there should be a lot of new like really good changes for everyone, players as well. Like
hopefully getting some more fans up in there. Stands.
I think
like, what?
I think we should be playing in different venues next year too.
Yeah.
So,
that should be fun. And like you said, we look forward to seeing you, man. So we appreciate you for coming on.
Yeah, appreciate
thank you.
you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we appreciate it, man. Zay, why don't you go ahead and take us out?
Yes, sir. Make sure you guys stay consistent with everything in life. Make sure you're working hard at everything you do. Surround yourself around people who are positive, who are willing to work and change their life as well. That way your life can change too. And stay healthy mentally, because that's a very important thing in life. Staying healthy mentally. Talk to people, talk to your family, anybody that you can trust.
Say what you said, man. We appreciate y'all. We out.
First you gotta let go of that pride.